I have a rant about stoner culture in me that I have been wanting to unleash on the world for years.
Oh, hit me with it, and then I've got some things that I could definitely add to your rant.
All right. Stoner culture bugs the ever loving crap out of me, my friend. Just so much, because this, like, it's 420, blaze it, faggot, like it's wake and bake, like it's just become this so cool and such a lifestyle, and anyone who doesn't get it, and it's all natural, and why are you so square? This level of defensiveness around using a mind-altering substance because you ain't happy with yourself. And I have sympathy with not being happy with yourself. Don't get me wrong. Your childhood, my friend, wretched, horrifying, a massive amount of sympathy. But this idea that it's cool to run from your problems, this idea that it's better to medicate yourself than educate yourself, this idea that it's better to drug yourself than know yourself, and that it's cool and it's hip and it's fun and it's all natural and it's a whole lifestyle. It's a whole lifestyle. You don't see that with other stuff. Smokers say, hey, I'm addicted. It was stupid and I'd love to quit, but I'm addicted. They don't make this whole cool thing about smoking. At least not anymore. I guess way back in the day, they did. But it's this weirdly defensive, massive superstructure, this cathedral of bullshit that is built up around the fact that you're addicted to weed. You're addicted. I sympathize. You had a terrible childhood. You're trying to avoid it. But they flip it into this cool thing where if you don't get it, you're just a square and a bad person. Somehow wrong. You don't want to open your mind, man. You don't want to trip. You don't want to trip balls. You don't want to look into reality. You don't want to have your mind bent and opened to the universe. And it's just like, no, I just don't like fucking with my brain. Sorry. It's a delicate instrument. Don't take the hammer of opioid-derived substances to it. And the idea that if you grit your teeth and you go to therapy and you get self-knowledge and you deal with your history and you get safe from the brutal people in your life, that is somehow not the right path, but going to buy some skeevy little weed from some pimply-faced guy in the corner, smoking that up and thinking that you've achieved enlightenment, that is somehow the height of human achievement, is really, really annoying as hell. And it's not annoying like, wow, I really like to try it, but I'm just too square. It's just annoying. It's just annoying because it is the avoidance of legitimate suffering. It is the taping over and the masking of legitimate suffering, and so much psychological dysfunction comes out of the bare and base avoidance of legitimate suffering. You had a terrible childhood. Deal with it. Learn from it. Understand it. Get safe from it. But the number of people who end up stuck in their lives because they don't allow pain to jolt them into action. Oh, I'm feeling upset. Push it down. Bury it. Drown it in smoke. Kill it with fire. Blaze, they say, right? Like you're an arsonist to your own history. I won't allow the pain of the past to motivate me into protective actions in the here and now, but rather I will wet finger the candle, put out the discomfort so that I don't have to change. Rather than change my circumstances, I'm going to suppress my fight or flight instinct and not grow and not change from there. And to call this cool, I understand the addiction. But the real cowardice is making it a religion, is making it a lifestyle. That's the real cowardice. To be addicted because of a terrible childhood is a very unfortunate thing, and I massively sympathize with it. But let's not pretend it is something other than what it is. You're trying to cauterize a wound so you don't have to protect yourself, so you don't have to confront the evildoers in your life. You are squelching your natural response to a threat, which is to fight or flight, and turning it into a worship of a mind-altering substance. And you end up addicted to a mind-altering substance because you won't take the fundamental life-altering substance called self-knowledge and philosophy. And that's what's always bothered me about all of that. And I'm very glad that I had the opportunity to say that. Thank you so much for indulging me in that. Go ahead.
Absolutely.